Hello all. So on Friday, something great happened. The federal government made a practice called civil asset forfeiture much more difficult. That name may sound boring, but it's actually one of the worst things that our government does to United States citizens, and it's a vital part of the drug war, which this channel was initially founded to fight. So what is civil asset forfeiture? Basically, it means that the police can steal your stuff, not when you're convicted of a crime, but when you are suspected of a crime. Even if no crime is ever proven, you do not get your money back. This practice was introduced in 1985, and it was supposed to combat drug dealers, but it very quickly became a tool that is used against anybody who looks like they can't afford the years of legal fees that are necessary to get their property back. Civil forfeiture provides a great example of the way that the drug war has worked historically. The federal government will introduce some new practice, and then state and local laws change to enable that practice. After some time, people realize that that practice is awful or pointless, and they try to change it, but they can't. They've been trying to change the process of civil asset forfeiture at the state and local level for decades. 8 states have done away with the practice altogether, and many other states have reformed it in different ways. But it didn't matter because local police forces could work directly with the federal government through a program called equitable sharing, no matter what the state governments in those individual states wanted. When they tried to reform forfeiture at the federal level in 2000, lobbyists from police forces made certain that the local-federal connection was saved. This is the problem of the drug war. Top-down reforms can't do everything, and reforms from the bottom up are almost impossible. We see this dynamic in so many things, from sentencing reform to medical marijuana. Any lasting success has to come from the top down. Last Friday, the top did do something. Eric Holder ended the equitable sharing program for most purposes. This means it is now harder for police to steal your stuff. It's also going to be harder for local police forces to pay for things like tanks and SWAT teams. And the Drug Enforcement Administration will have less money for all purposes. That definitely merits a happy dance.
It's such a good vibration. It's such a easy sensation. It's such a good vibration. It's such a easy sensation.
However, it's important to remember one thing. As I said, real reform is only possible from the top down. 4 states have legalized marijuana, but legalization is only going forward because the Department of Justice has decided not to enforce its federal marijuana laws in those states. A new president could decide to end these experiments, just like she could decide to restart federal forfeiture programs. All of our top-down successes have been executive rather than legislative, which makes them very vulnerable. We have had a success, but we need to keep moving forward. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.